comrades. It's me, Brendan,
And I'm Bridget.
and it's Tome time. Today we're talking about some shit.
Some shit that we call books.
Yep, and the books that we're talking about are books that describe us as readers, kinda.
Kinda. Mostly, kinda.
Yeah, mostly kinda. We tried our best. Yeah, we'll do that. But first, what's a book from your TBR that you're like excited to do,
Dying.
read style?
Such a good question. Oh, I just bought a book. Can I
Okay.
show you?
Yeah.
Where is it?
I don't know.
It's right here.
Oh,
It's this book. Will My Cat Eat My Eyeballs?
nice.
And Other Questions About Dead Bodies. I read a book by this author last month. She's a mortician.
Yeah, when smoke gets in your eyes, right?
Yes. It's a book about death denial, essentially, and how it's harming the world.
Yeah.
So this book is like more funny and more fun and silly and goofy. So I'm excited.
Cool.
Should be a good time.
Nice. I like it.
Yep. Next. What?
I'm excited for Blood Over Brighthaven by M.L. Wong. I love Sword of Kaigen, and yeah, I'm excited to read it. It'll be in a little bit. I have a non-zero amount of books I have to read before then.
Non-zero.
Yeah, none of them are too big, though.
Oh, good.
The biggest ones are Mistborn 2 and 3. Yeah.
Mistborn 3 is crazy.
I have heard that book 2 is a little bit of a step down, and book 3 is sick.
Yeah, agreed.
So,
I would definitely agree with that.
which is,
All the French is meh.
yeah,
I mean, it's still Brandon Sanderson, so it's good.
yeah,
But
yeah.
3 goes crazy.
Cool. Will I like it more than Wind and Truth?
Okay.
You go first.
Me
You
start?
have more books than I.
Me start.
I scooted my shelf.
Okay. For my first book, I picked a book called Goose Girl by Shannon Hale. And I picked this because it's like my origin story, essentially. This is where the love of books began, especially like chunkier fantasy books. I mean, chunky for however
kid.
I was not 8 or whatever
Yeah,
when I
yeah.
read it. But I loved it. I loved that the main character was a girl, just being a girl, doing girl things.
Representation matters.
Honestly, fair. Would have been cool if any of the characters in the whole book were not just straight white people, but you
Yeah.
know, I was 8, doing my best.
At least it was a girl.
So, it's a good one. Yeah, that's about it.
That's it. Cool. My first book is Aragon by Christopher Paolini. Very similar reason for me. This was the first book I was super excited about. I was so obsessed with the main character, Aragon. I wanted to Brazinger, you know, and like ride dragons and fight with swords and stuff.
Fight with swords.
Also, there is a character death in the book that was the first one that really like rocked my shit.
How old were you?
I don't remember. Probably
elementary or junior high?
I think I was probably like 10 or 11.
Oh,
so
elementary.
When's that? Is that elementary?
Yeah, like 5th grade.
Yeah, probably.
About the same time I probably.
You know, it would have been because, like I said, a different time. Definitely not the first 3 times we tried to record this video. There is a video game, and I played it at the Rasmussens, and we hung out when I was in elementary.
Yeah.
But yeah, I loved it. I was obsessed. It's what like really kickstarted me into like reading.
Reading.
Yeah. Besides AR points.
Such a valid
And like our
reason.
parents just made us read a lot, but
Yeah.
like this was like what made me
like,
love reading.
Mom read to us. Do you like when we were kids? Mom used to read us
I just remember the Alliance,
Yeah.
and I don't even really remember what it's about. I just remember the cover pretty much.
It's above your head. I own it. Oh, maybe it's not above your head. It's here
Liar.
somewhere. I don't know, man.
Oh, you have Inkheart.
Yeah, I do. I love that one.
Cool. Lightbringer. Okay.
Anyway.
You go.
Okay. My next book is, we have mentioned it once so far, The Sword of Kaigen by M.L. Wong.
Hey, man, that book fucks. Respectfully.
Respectfully. And disrespectfully.
Yeah.
Anyways, this book is insane. And I picked it because it's fantasy, which I love. But it also has just so much diversity, and it speaks on really relevant themes, which are things that I really love to read about. And specifically, it speaks a lot about motherhood, and I am a mother. I have three daughters. And I just found it to be really relatable in some kinds of ways,
Hmm.
but also it's just crazy cool.
Yeah, it's just
The magic is crazy. The plot is crazy. The politics are crazy. Like, it's just really good, and it will draw you in from the very beginning of the book. So, it hits all the points for me, anyway.
also, I just remember this. It's self-published, right?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
yeah, self-published. It's really good.
It's so good.
It's definitely the first time I'd cried in a really long time
Yeah.
over a book.
Yeah.
Um, one of the like most hard-hitting character deaths that I've ever read.
And satisfying. Like
Yeah,
it's sad, but you're
it's
like,
not a bad
"Oh
death
my." Yeah,
necessarily.
like it goes hard.
Yeah,
Yeah. The ending of that book is so crazy.
it's all crazy. It's a
Read it. Read
read the
it.
book.
Read the dang.
Don't buy it on Amazon. It's self-published, so don't do
Yeah,
that.
you could just buy
Okay?
it from anywhere else.
Literally anywhere
I also have copies, so you could come borrow if you want.
else. I don't have a copy.
Oh,
I read it on
yeah, you're
Kindle.
an audiobook girly.
Yeah. Okay, next.
My second book is Chain Gang All Stars by Nana Kwame Ajay Brenya.
Good job.
Thank you.
Hmm.
Um, this is also a book with some relevant themes,
Quite.
which is always fun to read. It touches on the prison industrial complex, systemic racism, the death penalty, the media,
Mm.
um, swag. I don't know if it touches on swag. Um, and yeah, it's like a dystopian society type shit. And
Yeah.
I picked it because this is the book that got me back into reading as an adult. It was a recommendation from you that I read so fast and was obsessed with. Um, very many cool characters,
Yeah. So many characters, but like you get so invested in all of them.
and yeah, the way that they move throughout the plot, it's very easy to follow them
Yeah.
all.
Yeah. So
Like
true.
it's they're kind of just like together
Right.
for most of it.
It's not hard to read in
No,
any kind of way, but
and
still written brilliantly.
yeah, I feel like just every like couple pages, some crazy's happening.
Yeah.
You know.
Let me rephrase. It is not hard to read, as in like you will be able to read it quickly.
Hmm.
It is hard. Like I
Oh,
had to take
emotionally,
multiple
yeah.
stops. Like
It
there were many times where I had to like close it and take a break
it
because
is
it's
graphic violence
violent.
and just like I
There's
mean
like torture
it's
and
yeah.
yeah, it's
Well,
prison.
and it's like we said earlier, it's relevant themes. So
Hmm.
if you're a person that's paying attention who has empathy, like
It's gonna hurt.
you can draw the parallels and
Yeah,
it um sometimes it pisses you off.
that it does. Or
Uh
makes you really,
or makes you
really
sad.
sad.
Yeah. But it should be 5 out of 5
Yeah,
stars.
it
I gotta
it
go
is.
change. I
It
gotta go
is
change
five
my
out of five
rating.
stars. The battles
Yeah.
are amazing. Like it's so good. You'll eat it up.
Beautiful ending.
Yeah, true.
5 stars. You should read it.
Please
Please.
go read that one.
I
Okay.
forgot. I wanted to say one more
Oh,
thing.
say it.
The plot is S tier. That's
Oh
all.
yeah. S tier plot. The plot do be plotting.
Be plotting.
Yeah.
That's all.
Okay. Okay. My next book is Know My Name by Chanel Miller.
Hmm.
I picked this because it's a memoir, and I love a good memoir. And this is probably my favorite memoir I've ever read.
Hmm.
It is um, hard to read. All of the trigger warnings
Yeah.
in this book, all of them. Um, but it is about Chanel Miller and how she was SA'd. And it goes into detail on how exactly that happened and then everything following that because she had enough evidence. She pressed for a conviction, she went through the court system, and she had all the things. She
Right.
had the evidence, she had eyewitnesses, um, and still it was drawn out and incredibly difficult and emotionally traumatizing. And it just really sheds some light on the system and how difficult it can be for not just women, but just victims of SA to come forward and receive justice the way that it's set up right now.
Right.
So it's very good. It's very emotional. But if you listen to the audiobook, she narrates it herself, and it's beautiful. It's really, really well written. So it was a 5 stars for me.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
America rules.
Interesting take. We'll have to discuss that in another video.
Yeah, our video where we read the Declaration of
Oh,
Independence.
I was gonna say we could talk about a book I read called Jesus and John Wayne, but we'll get there.
That sounds so cool.
You would love it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right, hell yeah. Is it talking shit?
Uh-huh.
Okay, yeah, I love talking shit.
Yeah, the whole. Maybe I shouldn't play that.
John Wayne Cowboy, right?
John
He's
Wayne
the cowboy?
Cowboy.
Okay,
It's
nice.
basically the rise of like alt-right conservative in regards to the rise of evangelicalism and Christianity.
Interesting.
Very.
Let me say this. What a bunch of nerds. All right.
You would like it.
Yeah, I'm saying like alt-right.
Oh,
People are
I thought you were
nerds.
saying I was a nerd.
No. You're based.
Thank you.
You're
Okay, moving
welcome.
on.
All right, my next book is Golden Sun by Pierce Brown. It feels weird to go from your book to my book, but Golden Sun by Pierce Brown is book 2 in the Red Rising series.
That it is.
And it be slapping. I put it on my list because I like to read a book about the rebellion of the oppressed class,
Mm-hmm.
the underclass.
The uprising.
It gets me pumped up.
Yeah.
It makes me want to break the chains and
Hail Reaper.
do that kind of shit. Yeah, Red Rising has some of my favorite characters, just like cool ass heroes.
Yeah.
That are like
Yeah.
outlaws.
Yeah.
But heroes.
Sometimes it's really just good to read about a hero.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he also like Darrow feels like he's good at everything, but you get to understand why he's good at everything.
Yeah.
Like
agreed. And he starts as like a very reluctant hero as well, which I find like easier to relate to.
And he's not just like, oh, I'm good at this because I am.
Yeah.
I'm good. He's good at this because like whatever happened.
XYZ.
Anyways.
Trauma.
Also, the plot in Golden Sun specifically is
Unhinged.
crazy.
Yeah.
It is so good. The plot twist be twisting hard as shit. My jaw is on the floor.
Consistently. Like many times.
Yeah. One of the this reading the ending of this book was such an awesome experience.
Yeah.
Like I wish I could forget it so I could read it again. Yeah.
It was so hype.
It's so
like
hype.
Jumping up and down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm probably gonna reread it when Red God is announced.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna
in
reread it
100 years when he finally writes it.
I think it's supposed to come out next year. I feel like
do you remember that I sent you that story?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And he said next year, right?
He said he's writing it right now, so it could be next year.
Okay, well.
Don't get your hopes up.
I mean,
Maybe
there's other
27.
books. There's other series. I still got to start the Empire of Silence. What's that one called? The Christopher Empire of Silence.
Yeah, Sun Eater.
Sun Eater. I got to read Sun Eater.
I'm currently reading Demon in White.
Yeah. I heard that one's like.
I'm about 30% in, and it's getting a little crazy.
Sick.
It's getting a little bit crazy.
I'm excited to.
I really like it so far.
Yeah. Thanks, Chris. What's his name? Christopher something. What's the author's name?
Oh.
Isn't it like Christopher
Rukio?
Thank you, Christopher.
My guy.
Hugs and kisses. Okay, you next.
Okay. Okay. My next book is Intermezzo by Sally Rooney. I picked this because I enjoy the occasional literary fiction. I really like Sally Rooney. I love the way she writes. And I feel like this particular book speaks a lot on like family relationships and mental health and
Sorry.
those types of things.
I had a big yawn.
One of my favorite things about about Sally Rooney is that her characters are just really authentic and real, and they're not just good or just bad. They kind of cover the whole range of human character and flaw and emotion.
Mhm.
And I just love the reading about the characters that she writes. I think they're really incredible. And I feel like her books in general, not always, but are very much character forward.
Yeah.
Like there's a plot, but it's about the
It's about the
characters, you know.
guys. Yeah.
Um, and this one specifically, the plot is essentially just that they're brothers and their dad passes away,
Right.
and the rest of it's just their relationship to life and to each other. There's one brother that is autistic and one brother that has depression, and so you kind of get an inside look into how that shows up for them and affects their lives and their relationships, and it's just really, really beautiful.
Yeah. Sounds good.
So, big fan.
What year is it set in?
I think it's now.
Present day. So
Yeah.
there's Fortnite.
Not in this book.
Dang.
The autistic brother is a chess player, so he's not really Fortnite
Damn,
risen.
that's cooler than Fortnite.
It is pretty cool. I really like this one. I will say the other brother, not the autistic one,
Yeah.
his characters, like his points of view, his chapters, is
Mhm.
what I meant to say, are written in like stream of consciousness.
Ooh.
So it can be like a little
Yeah.
jarring to get
Off-putting.
the hang of
Yeah.
how to read that and have it make sense.
Hmm.
But I think it's cool. So,
Hell yeah, brother.
well, yeah, brother. Moving on.
My last book is Words of Radiance by Brandon
A
Sanderson.
banger.
A banger. Book 2 of Stormlight Archive. The best book of Stormlight Archive,
Agreed.
in my opinion.
Agreed.
This was the first big epic fantasy. Well, not first big epic fantasy book I read because I started with The Way of Kings.
Yeah.
As you do. It's book 1.
Would suck to start on book 2.
But yeah, first epic fantasy series. The oh, I don't know, man. It's Stormlight Archive at its best. Awesome characters that are sick and you love to follow. The plot is great. There's 2 dang Sanderlanches in this
Doesn't get
book.
better than that.
It's got one of the most quotable Stormlight moments
Uh-huh.
that I'm not gonna quote
No.
because I don't want
No
to.
spoilers.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
And I loved it.
Yeah, agreed. I think Sanderson has the most unique ability to create magic systems
Yeah.
and worlds.
Yeah.
Like, out of any of the authors that I've read, he's the guy if you want a cool magic system.
When I first started The Way of Kings, I was like, so all the animals are like crabs? I was like, I don't know about this, Mr. Sanderson. And then the more I read, I was like, okay, it's sick. Yeah, it's sick. Everything's wet all the time.
Yeah, we like this.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
The magic system is such a cool, like, hard magic
Mhm.
system that, like, how do you think about that?
It's just
How do you
truly.
you gotta recharge the orbs?
It's cool. It's really cool.
I will say, I just finished Mistborn,
Yes,
as you know.
as I know. Which we love.
That magic system
Goes
is
so hard.
so sick.
It's so good.
It's my favorite one.
Yeah, I don't think I've read a magic system that I like better
Yeah,
than that one.
and there's 2,
Yeah.
and they're both metal based.
Of all of the magic systems I would want to be a part of, that's the one.
Allomancy or Farukami? How do you say that one?
Farukami?
Farukami.
Allomancy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to bounce off a
know.
coin so bad.
Yeah, that I mean,
I want to just like throw a coin out and
I
be
feel
like,
like you
later,
need to read
nerds.
all 3 and then come back to me and tell me
Yeah,
how you
that's
feel
fair.
about
I've only read
Farukami.
the first one. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Let me know.
Okay.
Because you get more of the Farukami.
Let me say this: if I had Allomancy, America might be a little different. Right? You know what I'm saying?
No need for 3D printed guns if
No.
You could.
I
bounce off a
can
coin.
pretty much fly. Kinda.
Kinda.
So
Problem solved.
we'll just leave that there.
Yep. Okay. Well.
Yep.
Oh boy. All right. My last book is called City of Brass.
Magic card alert. That's a magic card.
That's a magic card. It's also a book.
It's a land.
A land. Oh.
Yeah, whenever it
big
becomes
land.
tap, it deals 1 damage to you.
Nice.
Whenever it becomes tap. You know what I mean.
Maybe. Do they play Magic? We don't know.
You shouldn't.
Oh.
It's an expensive hobby.
It is.
Especially if you read books already.
Yeah, just pick one expensive thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, City of Brass by S.A. Chakraborty is the first in a trilogy set in Cairo Egypt.
Hmm.
And
That's where the Sphinx is.
yeah, it's not set in modern times. It
Hmm.
is like pre-industrial revolution.
Does that mean it's pre-Sphinx?
I have no idea.
When
I'm
was
gonna be
this?
really honest. I have
It
no
probably
idea.
isn't. I feel like Sphinx is the same time
Forever
as
old.
pyramid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's post pharaohs.
Okay.
Yeah.
We have a
Anyway,
democracy. A democracy?
democracy.
I don't know what system of government Egypt is
Anyway,
using.
it is about a girl named Nari who is a thief
Hmm.
and this crazy journey that she gets wrapped up in with all kinds of creatures and jinn, and it is just like so fun.
Yeah.
It's so fun. And there's lots of really cool characters and lots of really cool creatures and lots of really cool magic, and it was a good time. It was probably the first like bigger fantasy that I had read in a long time,
Yeah.
and it got me hooked. And I just
Just
feel like
hits.
her writing is fun. The
Yeah.
way she writes is just so fun.
Yeah.
So, big fan.
That's what I really liked about reading Pet.
Oh, yeah.
It was just like so short and just like such a good time.
It was a
I
good
mean, there
time.
is
Dark
dark,
themes.
but I gotta have a little bit of anguish
Yeah,
in the book,
I
you know?
often tell Sarah, my best friend, hello
Yeah.
Sarah, if you're watching this. We love you. Uh, she's a big romance gal,
Yeah.
and my qualm is that like there's got to be somebody that's about to die.
Yeah, there has to be.
Or I
Yeah.
can't lock in. Like
Yeah.
it has to be.
What's the point if nothing bad happens? How do I
Okay, but
relate
like
to it?
I've read romance books where bad things happen, but it's not the same as like the world is ending
Yeah. There's like a
imminently.
Thanos level
Yeah,
like
yeah.
problem.
Like I just have a hard time
Yeah.
wanting to continue reading if the danger is not of massive proportions.
Or you just have like a deeply flawed character.
Yeah.
Like Demon Copperhead. You know,
Yeah.
just someone that you're like you are just want to root for so bad
Yeah.
and you're like, brother,
You got to do better, my guy.
yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
There's got to be anguish.
We love Demon
Anyways,
Copperhead.
I just want to say that sometimes you got to read something that's just fun, dude.
Agreed.
You know, just
Totally agree.
an easy banger. Also, who doesn't love a gin?
Who doesn't love a gin?
I wish I had the
The
gin.
gin, specifically in this book, you kind of go back and forth on that guy.
Yeah,
He's sometimes you like him, sometimes you don't.
perfect.
Agreed.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Amazing. What
So
more do you want?
yeah,
Yeah.
so he's kind of like the best character
Yeah,
in
truly.
what's the what am I thinking of?
I don't know.
First Law.
Oh yeah, Galacta.
Ah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
my goat.
Yeah. We're
That
character people for sure.
yeah,
Yeah.
100%. I love a cool guy.
Sorry if you came here looking for plot.
I like plot too.
I do too. But character wins every time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all I have.
Okay.
Hopefully you guys understand me now at a nuclear level.
Know all of the ins and outs of our brains.
Yeah.
Because we gave you 6. How many books was that?
Mine was
9?
4.
9 books.
Yeah. My brain is smooth, so it's easy. You got it, dude. We'll make more.
More videos.
And yeah. Thanks for hanging
Thanks for
out
being
and
here
chatting.
and giggling.
Okay, I love you. Bye.